There are 3 refrigerators that appliance stores cannot move, and every repair tech I know is quietly buying them for their own garages. These are not scratch and dent clearance units. These are not compromises. I am talking about second fridges that will run 15 years without a single service call, sitting on showroom floors for hundreds less than they should, because of one stupid reason: nobody recognizes what they are worth. After 18 years of service calls, I have watched people overpay for Samsung French doors while these 3 just sit there waiting. Number 1 will change how you shop for a second fridge. Let's get into it. Number 3 is a refrigerator that repair techs genuinely like to see on a service call. Not because it needs work, but because when it does, the fix is cheap and the part is at the supply house by morning. It is the GE GTS22, and you can find one right now for under $600. I had a customer 2 years ago, a woman in her mid-50s, who was converting her attached garage into workshop space for her husband. She needed a second refrigerator. Nothing complicated, just something that would run without being babied. She had already picked a Samsung French door on sale at a big box store for $1,100. I asked what she planned to keep in it: beer, sodas, leftovers from Sunday. I told her directly, "You are about to spend $1,100 on a refrigeration system designed to impress a showroom, not to run in a garage where temperatures swing 40 degrees between February and August." That French door has 3 sealed compartments, a dual evaporator, and an ice maker. 4 separate assemblies that can fail. She asked what I would buy instead. I found a GE GTS22 listing on my phone. 2 years old, 22 cubic feet, $575. She bought it that afternoon. That was 26 months ago. Total repair cost? 0. Here's what nobody tells you about the GTS22. GE built this unit around a single compressor and a single evaporator. 1 motor, 1 job. No dual zone cooling, no ice dispenser with water lines and solenoids that corrode in garage humidity. No digital control board managing 6 separate functions. This refrigerator is mechanically simpler than most units from 20 years ago, and that is exactly why it keeps running. The compressor GE uses in this line is a proven reciprocating design with a documented service life that regularly clears 15 years under normal load. When it does need a part, a thermostat costs $34. A door gasket is $28. A Samsung French door gasket at the same age? $110 if the part number still exists. Average use price for a GTS22 in solid condition, $500 to $700. A comparable capacity LG or Samsung French door from the same year runs $950 to $1,300. That is a $400 to $600 gap for a unit that, in my experience, will outlast both of them. When you are looking at a used GTS22, check 3 things. First, pull it away from the wall and listen to the compressor run. It should hum steadily with no clicking. A click that repeats every 30 to 60 seconds means the overload relay is tripping. Walk away. Second, close the door on a dollar bill and pull it straight out. Resistance means the seal is holding. No resistance means cold air is escaping. Negotiate $30 off and replace the gasket yourself. Third, open the freezer and look at the back wall. Uniform light frost is normal. A solid ice slab on one side means the defrost heater has failed. That repair runs about $130 parts and labor. Still reasonable, but only if the asking price accounts for it. Here is the mechanic math on the GTS22. Buy it used for $600, run it for 10 years, spend maybe $150 on a gasket and a service call somewhere in there. That is $75 a year for a refrigerator that does exactly one thing: keep your food cold. You will not find a better cost per year deal in any garage fridge category. But if you think the GTS22 is underrated, this next one might be the most mispriced full-size refrigerator on the secondary market. The depreciation makes no sense given how rarely these fail. Number 2 is the Frigidaire FFHT2022. Last spring, I got a call for a routine pre-sale inspection on a 2019 model. The owner had run it in her garage for 5 years and wanted documentation before selling. She mentioned, almost as an aside, that she had never once called for service. I put it on the stand and ran a full diagnostic. Evaporator coils, clean. Door seals, tight on both compartments. Compressor amp draw, 1.3 amps, exactly where it should be at this age. Defrost timer, cycling correctly. I pulled the condenser coils from the back panel, dusty from garage air, which is normal but structurally fine. The inspection took 45 minutes. I found nothing. I told her the unit was in better mechanical condition than refrigerators I had serviced with 2 years on them. She looked at me like I was softening bad news. I was not. That look, I still get it every time. Here is what makes the FFHT2022 run so cleanly. Frigidaire designed this unit with a single-zone forced air system, no separate drawer compartment needing its own thermostat, no secondary evaporator, no dual chamber seal. One cooling loop. That is the architecture that keeps the service call rate almost non-existent in my records. Mechanic math on the FFHT 2022, buy it used for $550, run it 8 years, spend maybe $90 total. Condenser cleaning once a year, possibly a door gasket. That works out to about $69 per year for a full-size refrigerator. Compare that to the annual maintenance average on a same-age Samsung French door, closer to $180, and that is before anything actually breaks. Who should buy it? Anyone who needs a full-size second fridge in a space with temperature fluctuations. Garage, basement, enclosed porch. It handles ambient variation better than French door designs because there is simply less to go wrong. Who should skip it? If you need a bottom freezer layout or more than 20 cubic feet, look elsewhere. But for a dedicated second fridge that just runs, this is the one. If this kind of straight talk is useful, subscribe. I have more videos on the appliances that dealerships push versus the ones that actually make sense. Now, number 1, the one I recommend more than any other, is the Whirlpool WRTX3119. I have recommended the WRTX3119 more than any other second fridge in the last 8 years. Not one person has come back with a major repair. Not one. Here's what nobody tells you about this unit. Whirlpool built the WRTX3119 on their direct cool platform, a passive cooling system with no evaporator fan in the refrigerator compartment. Cold air descends naturally from the freezer section. That means no evaporator fan motor to burn out, no fan blade assembly to crack, no motor capacitor to fail. The compressor is a proven Embraco reciprocating design that Whirlpool has specified in this configuration for over a decade. Service life on these regularly exceeds 18 years under normal residential use. Real repair costs from my own service calls. Thermostat replacement, $38, parts and labor. Door gasket, full set, $52. Compressor start relay, the most common single failure point on any refrigerator, $22 and 15 minutes. That is the entire maintenance profile for a unit with 10 years on it. A same-age LG InstaView with a failed linear compressor, $380 minimum if parts are still available. If you are shopping for one, check 3 things. First, listen to the compressor with the door open. It should cycle on smoothly and run without any hum variation. Irregular cycling means the start relay is going. $22 to fix, but negotiate accordingly. Second, check the freezer door seal by placing your hand near the edge while the door is closed. Any cold air leaking means the gasket is worn. Third, open the fresh food section and verify the temperature is actually holding. Let it run 10 minutes and check with the thermometer. It should be between 35 and 38 degrees. If it is running warmer, the thermostat needs attention. Who should buy the WRTX3119? Anyone who wants a garage or basement fridge that runs for 15 years without a service call. Anyone tired of paying for French door features they will never use in a second fridge. Who should skip it? If you need ice production, this unit has no maker. If you need more than 17 cubic feet, look at the GTS22. And if your garage drops below 35 degrees in winter, verify the minimum operating temperature before you buy. If I had to buy one garage fridge today, drive it for the next decade, and spend the least possible money doing it, I would buy the WRTX3119. I would not think twice. So there it is. 3 garage fridges the market forgot and repair techs did not. The GE GTS22, single compressor, cheap parts, about $75 a year to own. The Frigidaire FFHT2022, 1 cooling loop, almost no service call history. And the Whirlpool WRTX3119, passive cooling, proven compressor, the unit I would put in my own garage. You now know 3 refrigerators you can find for under $700 that will outlast units twice their price. Next time a salesperson steers you toward the French door display, you will know better now. That is 18 years of service calls. Subscribe if it helped. See you next time.